See, I know a lot of my audience is older than me, and but for the people who are younger than me, let your big bro or let your bro give you some advice that's helped me so much over the last couple years that it took me a long time to learn. You can't worry about people more than they worry about themselves, man. You can't want to help people more than they want to help themselves. And on a very surface level, that is how I feel about Tony Khan, man. I cannot worry about AEW more than Tony Khan is worried about AEW. I cannot want better for AEW more than Tony Khan wants for AEW because he holds all the cards. He holds all the money. Literally. He can control this stuff. He can make this stuff better, but he don't want to because he thinks that he is a god. He has the ego of just like, oh man, his ego is bad, man, and y'all don't give this man credit enough for having one of the worst egos in wrestling. But before I get too deep into this video, 70% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. I'm trying to hit 400 more subs before the end of the week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We also need 300 likes on this video. Yes, 300 likes. Hit that like button for your boy. I definitely appreciate it. If you don't hit those subscribe button or the like button, they both free. If you don't hit them buttons, I'm gonna be under your bed, bro. It's quite that simple. So, Tony Khan, man. Yeah, as my boy Walt Clyde called him, Tony Khan, man. I like that name. I'm stealing it from Walt. So he thinks that showing the AEW All In Brawl In footage was a good idea. He thought that it actually brought more viewers to see this Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler versus Nicholas and Matt Jackson. It didn't. It did not. I think it actually drove away more people than it brought in. I, for one, don't really care to see what happens. I'm pretty sure Jack Perry is going to make a return, and I have no interest in it. If CM Punk was there, yes, I would be all in. No pun intended. Maybe it was. I don't know. I used to be a rapper. But I would be all in for it. But I don't care. I just want to see CM Punk on SmackDown. I want to see CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. That is the other company. You made more money for it. Like I heard somebody say this, and it's so true, man. This dude promotes WWE better than WWE promotes WWE. It's hilarious to see. It's sad at certain point because you know this is our real last chance at a competitive alternative company. But this is the company we have. This is our cards we were dealt. This dude is delusional. He thinks his shit is the greatest thing since sliced bread because his fans tell him it is. His fans won't be honest with him. And even when they are honest with him, even when they do critique him, it's because they want him to be more of a tribalist. They want him to be more of of divisive character in wrestling. If y'all don't know, man, if y'all haven't realized this yet, this man is the face of his own company. And that's not a good thing. When Vince McMahon was the face of WWE, that's not a good thing. The face of AEW should be CM Punk right now. The face of AEW should be MJF. It should be Swerve. It should be Samoa Joe. But it's not because the main character is Tony Khan. The most interesting person is Tony Khan because his characters on television are not interesting at all. Because he can't book. The only thing he can do is get people to talk about AEW in a negative fashion. Now, I understand that the old saying is all publicity is good publicity. But AEW is kind of proving that fact. They kind of proving that saying wrong weekly because when people talk about your company so negatively all the time and you give them a justifiable reason to do so, it's going to drive away viewers. It's going to turn people away. And again, I always tell y'all this, man. They were hovering between 850K to 875K for for the better part of a year. Now they could barely crack 800,000. And that's because you're losing your diehard fans. You're losing you're losing the people who would buy Jack Perry merch. You're losing the people who would buy Young Bucks merch. And when you lose them, it's over. It's over. And I'm not saying your company is going to die. AEW will never, I will always tell y'all this. AEW will be alive as long as Tony Khan wants to put money into it. But the mission was never to just be alive. The mission was always to be competitive, at bare minimum, be competitors with WWE. And they are not in any type of competition with WWE. WWE just did 18 straight sellout shows. AEW hasn't had a sellout show in 79 weeks. To put that in perspective, I was 21 years old the last time AEW had a had a sellout show. I am 23 years old now. That is ridiculous, and the time does add up. I promise. I was born in November. You do the math. I failed social studies, but that is ridiculous. So to think that this is the way to gain viewers, to think that being more of a divisive character, being more of a divisive person within wrestling is going to work, you're delusional, or you like the smell of your own fart that much. And I'm not saying that competition doesn't breed better results. Of course it does. Of course it does. But it needs to actually be competition. Nobody wants to see blowouts every week. Nobody wants to see uh, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs blow out the Broncos and Russell Wilson every week. Every now and again, yeah, it's funny to watch a team get 70 put on their head. But other times, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And that's what this is right now. WWE is putting up 70 weekly, and that's 10 touchdowns weekly on AEW. It's sad, man. Tony, you got to get it together, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Did this make you want to see Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler carry the Young Bucks to a semi good match? I heard it's a ladder match. Did that make you interested? Does that tickle your fanny? Does that make you want to watch? I'm good personally, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Again, we need 400 more subs before the end of the week. Man. I done built a platform off talking about this dude. It's sad because I hate it. I hate it. I would love to love AEW, but I can't. I can't, and it's all bad, y'all. I genuinely think that I'm very interested to see the ratings this week because you ain't got no surveillance footage to pop a rating. You ain't got no surveillance footage. You ain't got no new debut to pop a rating. You ain't got. I don't even know what matches is going on. It's the go home show to Revolution. I would love to see Revolution. I want to see it. I do. I want to watch. Or is it not Revolution? What is Dynasty? Dynasty. I forgot the pay per view. I I want to see it. I do want to see it just because it's part of my job at this point. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because I'm an AEW fan. It ain't because I'm excited for any of the matches. It's not because I seen some surveillance footage of CM Punk putting hands on Jack Perry. Nah, I want to see it because I like wrestling. I like wrestling, so it gives me something to do. It gives me a reason not to go outside. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. I'm done rambling. Again, need 400 more subs before the end of the week. Need 300 likes on this video. Make sure you like the video. Have a beautiful night. Sub to Act. Do your part. Peace.